I'd been waiting months for moving day. This wasn't just any house, it was my dream home. After years of saving, planning, and working long hours, I had finally bought a house in the neighborhood I'd always dreamed of. A quiet, well-kept street lined with trees, smiling families, and the kind of peace I'd craved for years. I was excited, nervous, and more than ready to begin this new chapter. But the moment I pulled up with the moving truck, I felt that heavy feeling in my chest. There she was, Karen, standing in her front yard like a gargoyle perched on duty, arms folded, eyes narrowed. Watching. Karen was the self-proclaimed queen of the HOA. Not elected, of course, just the loudest, most persistent complainer in the entire neighborhood. And she ran the place like a tight ship, armed with a clipboard, a copy of the HOA handbook, and a never-ending sense of superiority. Leave your trash can out 15 minutes too long? Violation. Mow your lawn a day late? Violation. Choose a mailbox that didn't match the approved list? Violation with a fine attached. I tried to be neighborly, I waved. No smile, no wave back. Just silent judgment. I pushed the tension aside. I had more important things to do than worry about the neighborhood enforcer. The movers and I got to work quickly, hauling boxes and furniture inside. But Karen didn't move. She stood rooted like a statue, watching every step, every item that crossed my driveway. About an hour in, just as I was helping carry a mirror inside, I heard it, the sound of sirens. At first, I thought maybe they were distant. But they grew louder, and then a police cruiser turned the corner and parked right in front of my new home. My heart dropped. I walked up to the officer, unsure of what to expect. "Is everything okay, officer?"
"We got a call from a neighbor,"
he said.
"Reported suspicious activity. Someone thought the house was being robbed."
Robbed? I was standing in broad daylight with a moving truck, clearly unloading furniture. Who would even think? I looked over. Karen, still in her yard, now with a smug little smile. "She called you?" I asked. The officer didn't answer directly, but I could tell from his expression. "I'm moving in," I said. "I bought this house. Everything's in my name. The movers are professionals. This is all legal."
"I'll still need to verify that,"
the officer said.
"Just procedure."
Procedure. Right. While he spoke to the movers, I stepped aside, trying to keep my cool. Then I heard her voice drift over the fence.
"I just thought it was strange,"
she said, loud enough for everyone to hear.
"They were rushing, you know. Looked suspicious. I didn't recognize them. I was only looking out for the neighborhood."
Looking out? More like trying to control it. The officer eventually came back. He'd confirmed everything, the deed, the contract, even my ID.
"You're good to go. Just maybe try to avoid more complaints."
Complaints, as if I'd done something wrong. Karen didn't say a word after that. She just stood there, arms still crossed, eyes sharp, tracking every last box we carried in, like she was waiting to catch me in the act of being, what, a homeowner? Once the truck was finally empty and the movers had left, she gave me one last glare and turned toward her own house. No apology, no acknowledgement of the chaos she'd caused. The day that was supposed to mark the beginning of something joyful ended with me sitting on a pile of unopened boxes, staring out the window, wondering if I'd made a mistake. But I wasn't going to let her win. Over the next few weeks, Karen kept it up, little digs, comments about how my lawn wasn't quite up to code, or how the curtains didn't match the neighborhood aesthetic. She even left a printed copy of the HOA rules in my mailbox, highlighted and underlined like a passive-aggressive welcome gift. But I did my homework. I read every line of those rules, every clause, every exception. And you know what? Karen wasn't as powerful as she thought.